macheni tina ke asema jamu enyi sano muni emu aye yo enyi lofa emu aye yo
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grand bazaar.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money. And I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah. Oh,
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grand bazaar.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best to work with my life without fear. From Grandpa to Nima to Lufa, from River Sass, River G to Chide, from Penku, Bombay, Cape Mount, Montserrat to San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
To follow that. I want to ask you the political involvement in the assessment of Mr. Human Rights body in office, the rule of law in Liberia, which has been preached about, the fight against corruption, which is amended, and our way out of this failing Liberian economy. These are the thematic issues that we'll be discussing, and we ask the seconders to address those accordingly. So, with no much ado, Mr. Congress, thank you very much for accepting our invitation to come and give us this in light of this engagement. Because I'm the host, I'm the moderator, I want to start the ball rolling so that you follow afterwards. Since the elections, you disappear, we have not seen you, and we're wondering what is it that you ought to. Are you in the sabbatical? Are you waiting for the next election? What are you up to?
Thank you, and thank you to the panelists for being Julia, David, your presence here today. Tim, let me start with just some opening comments. First of all, apologies to our radio and social media audiences for starting a little late, as people who know me know I like to start on time. So we're a few minutes behind, so again, my apologies. And again, I want to thank all of you who are here today for your presence, for this engagement with the media. I'm a bit out of practice. You know, engaging the media, interviews is like playing sports, right? When you practice, you get good at it. We haven't done it for a while, but that's maybe the skills as I ride bicycle, they say, once you know how to ride, you always know how to ride. Let me acknowledge the fact that yesterday was Armed Forces Day. So we want to acknowledge the men and women of the Armed Forces of Liberia. We thank you for your sacrifice, your commitment to the country, both in the past, in the present, and going forward. So make that acknowledgement. Let me also, in this public manner, acknowledge and thank all of our supporters. We worked hard. We did our best to make our case. We spent our own time and resources, didn't use government money, looted money, did a case, but Liberians choose a different direction, and we accept that decision. President Joseph Boycott is our president, And as I said, after his election, we wished him well. His success is Liberia's success. His success is all our success, and so we acknowledge his victory, and again, we continue to wish him success. Let me also start by saying, however, our key messages are unchanged. Can't keep doing the same things and expect different results. You cannot keep doing the same things over and over and expect different results. If you want Liberia to change, if we want our country to move forward, if we want to reduce and eliminate the poverty in our country, we'll have to do many, many things different. As a country, our country's institutions, as individuals, we have to do things differently. And the other key message still resonates, I believe it's still relevant, is that Liberians deserve better. We deserve better as a people, as a country, and I have an unflinching belief in our country and in the promise of Liberia. So, T-Max, to answer your question, look, we've been around. I've done some travel, but I've been mostly here on the ground. It was important to, take some time off, to step back, to reflect, to consult, to listen to others, to observe. You cannot be potentially running for office. That makes no sense. You cannot perpetually be just talking. Somebody sent an interview I did a few years ago. There's this expectation that you gotta be constantly attacking and abusing people and being aggressive. And my message is, what has that carried us, that behavior, right? We will be 178 years old this year, I believe, and we're still among the poorest countries in the world. So I don't subscribe to those attributes, if you will. But we've been around, we've been observing. It was important to give the government a chance to, what I describe as get their feet on the table, to figure out what we wanted to do. But now we are prepared to offer a point of view. And this is meant to be my perspective, my point of view on the situation, on the country. We'll take questions in the thematic areas you suggest. We'll offer a point of view. And I think it's important that Liberians share my voice. And again, people will do with it what they want. But again, we've committed to our country, to our people, and we will stay engaged and involved in Liberia, but will not be perpetually, running for president. That makes absolute no sense. There's a long way to go before the next election. So we will be prudent, we'll be thoughtful, we'll be strategic about our presence and our visibility.
So let me follow up on that. You are known to be seen as the man who always talks about change. Through election cycle, you preach this change. And those same election cycles, you did not become president. My question is that something wrong with the messenger? Or something is wrong with the message? Because Liberian people didn't listen to your message, didn't vote for that change. What is the way forward?
Yeah, good question. Look, I think the message of change is even more relevant today in Liberia. And let me remind you of some of the messages we proposed, some of the changes we proposed. And again, we proposed fundamental changes, right? And those changes were threatening to what I call, or who I call the political class. One senator actually said to me after the election, this is a true statement. He said, look, we all, and I think he meant the political class, the legislators, people in the executive branch, judiciary. He said, we all sort of understood your aspirations for our country, the changes you were proposing. But he said, frankly, we didn't see how and where we fit in that change. We view that change as threatening to us. If you think about it, the way Liberia works today benefits a few hundred people. And those people happen to be what I call the political class, the government, they are powerful people. And they want the system to stay the way it is because they benefit from that. And those people are the ones that demonize us. We let them define us, unfortunately. And so our message of change has still in resonance. Perhaps we didn't do a good enough job of communicating our message because it was about investing in the Liberian people. There's a saying, and I believe in this, that you invest in the people and people develop the country. So investing in education, investing in healthcare, investing in infrastructure, being consistent in fighting corruption, not being selective, stopping the stealing, prosecuting people who do that. Those are all part of our messages. And I think again, those messages are still relevant today. I think again, perhaps we didn't do a great job of explaining how it would benefit the average Liberian. Perhaps we let us be defined, and so the messenger, and look, I'm fraud. So the fact that we weren't successful, I contributed to that in many ways as the leader of the AFC, the CPP at the time. So I gotta take my share of responsibility, but the key point though is that the message is relevant.
I've been muted. Oh wow, sorry. Yes, indeed. Correct. You are smart. I was muted. Yeah, well, it's about thank God that we are alive, folks. Please share the show. Those of you who are joining us, share the show. Monkey, Ray, cousin, they're trying to see what to do. Yes, indeed. But now, let me see what Cassidy is active. Okay, thank God. Mr. Kane also here. Mr. Kane, sometimes that is it. I was muted, that is it. But thank God at least. Thanks to all of you. That's why it's good that people always say, 2 years, right? It's better than 1. But Mr. Kane, good evening, because the way I see Cassidy is like you're not ready yet. But good evening, Mr. Kane. Okay, good.
Yeah. Good evening. How are you doing, sir? I don't know. Somebody is making low noise, whatever it is.
The monk was sinking, monk. The monk sinking.
Oh, what one was singing about?
Wait till man, if what do you call it? Having a headphone.
What up, guys?
Oh, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, bro?
Not much. I was just listening to some rendition in the background. Some I think it's a wake keeping. They were singing some traditional song. I was enjoying that song because the song had a strong message. It said when we are dead, it's not the end of life. We who from the Southeast crew people, like, we got this kind of a culture, like, it's the same thing the people from the olden days, right? Like the people that come from the ancient Ghana Empire. They believe that when you are dead, they celebrate more than when you are born, because they know that we will meet again. According to the tradition, the custom, they say you are going to meet your ancestors. So death is not the end; it's just a transition into another world. That's why they don't. Even though they will cry because of the memory And the person, when you get used to someone, you get a kind of a glue. But then at the end of the day, it's all about celebration more than something that should be like that you should be mourning about because they believe that death is a transition. That's just what I enjoyed it. I was playing in the background. I think I share on my phone. It was very interesting. I guess watching them play. So, but I forgot yesterday something happened. One of our regular fixture on SKTV yesterday was a birthday. One of our diehard supporter and fans, she a regular fixture here. She always here. Or Sita Chelsea Norris. It was her birthday yesterday. I knew I had something to say, but then I forgot. So happy belated birthday, and to the SKTV family, you can extend your birthday wishes to her because we forgot to mention that yesterday.
Yeah,
So I
man.
thought I passed
Yeah.
by. Yeah, I don't know.
Let us
No,
know
Forgot
ahead
that.
of time.
Never, you hold a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was getting I was responding to a call from one of the representatives. So I I,
Oh,
mi-
okay.
I missed your comment. I didn't hear everything. You said whose birthday was yesterday?
What?
Whose birthday was yesterday?
Oh, Sita Chelsea Norris. That's the name she goes by on Facebook.
No, no
Uh,
birthday yesterday.
Yesterday, yesterday was Armed Forces Day, right? First of all,
Mhm.
yesterday morning, I reached out, extended my birthday wish to her through her inbox on this Facebook highlight or what they call it. But then I knew I had an announcement to make, but for some reason I forgot. And immediately after the show, it clicked by like, you know what, I will do it tomorrow first thing before we can say anything, just to tell the rest of the family that it was a birthday yesterday. So
Oh man.
that's why I decided
Anyway, it's better late than never. We want to take this time to say happy birthday to her. She is one of those people that have been supporting SKTV. Every time we talk about support, not necessarily financial support all the time, but people that have been there with SKTV, they share the show all the time. When we are on, they are on. No matter what, they're always there. So those people are our people. So if it is your birthday or you have something very important coming up, all you need to do just inbox us. Hey, it's my birthday tomorrow. I got this one going on tomorrow. You don't have to say anything or do anything else. All we would do, we would just go there and celebrate it with you. And we will make it, you know, as wonderful
Wonderful,
as
colorful, and everything.
the entire world can know about it. You know, anything we can get from each other is appreciation, right? Whatever we do here, do you guys come and you say, oh, say thank you, or good show, or, good days, thank you for all you do for Liberia. Those are the things those are the first pay we get. Somebody appreciating or acknowledging your work. So when you also doing something for us by making sure you share our show, you sometimes financially, morally contribute to the platform, we appreciate it. So every time, you got something going on, let us know. We would definitely, work with you to make sure we make that particular event, memorable for you. Yeah. So I want to say thank you to all of you for being here once again. I think per our custom, we listen to our guys back in Liberia first. We want to know what's going on in Bon Mines and the entire Bon County and in the Liberia, in the country as a whole. Also, from there we'll go to Melbourne. Melbourne, as always, he always give us some happenings in the country, specifically some of the trending political and social or economic issues in the country. So yes, it's good to be here. I want to welcome all of you. Normally we come here, sometimes mention, greet some of the people that will say something to us. If you come here, you don't say anything. We got a lot of people on here. Sometimes 500, 600, 700, sometimes 1,000. It's hard to know everybody on here if you don't say something. At least when you say hi to us, we know you are here. Maurice A.M. Jabatel, welcome to SKTV. Paul Malba, welcome to SKTV. Our own Brazilian Monk is already here. Rosalind Dix. Regina Wilson, welcome to SKTV. Justin Newelly, welcome to SKTV. Our own friend and brother, who is also one of the pioneers of SKTV, Joseph Conto, my man. Welcome to SKTV. Yvonne Iyo, welcome to SKTV. Asata O. Dusen, welcome to SKTV. Levi Sifas, Welcome to Sktv. I want to say thank you to all of you. Felicia Freewallow, welcome to Sktv. And our own brother, one of the chief architect behind Sktv, Mr. Maybe the Shield from all the way Brussels, Belgium, to be specific. Welcome to Sktv, Mustafa Balo. Welcome, my brother. He's talking about experience, 42-year experience, zero knowledge, and in government. I don't know what that is, but welcome to Sktv, my brother Mustafa Balo. Anita Smith, I think she lives here in Phoenix, Arizona. Very beautiful, cool, and calm-hearted lady. She's always with Sktv. Anita, welcome to Sktv. King Archibald Wright, my brother, what's going on, man? Welcome to Sktv. Caroline Gu, welcome to Sktv. Yomutru Asedu Mensa, my old sister, Ghanaian people take from. Hey, I can see me with some Ghanaian share. A woman can bring, you know, that they can bring it for. She brought it for me, Steve, and Monk. And the next time she coming back, I'll ask for the slipper and the hat. In the garden, send it until my sister back. That's it. Yeah, sister Yomutru Kranga. Now she's no longer Yomutru Kranga. She's Yomutru Asedu Mensa. From all the way Accra, Ghana, welcome to Sktv. Prince El Kamara, welcome to Sktv. And Alexander Boniface Emmanuel Hicks. Oh, man, your longest name on this internet, man. Anyway, welcome, my brother. We want to say thank you to you, Alfred Dennis. Christy Roberts Sr., welcome to Sktv. Edward Brucius, welcome to Sktv. Versifers, welcome to Sktv. Stabatu M. Yan Jr., welcome to Sktv. Lavito Benjamin Kamal, welcome to Sktv. Molwa H. Davis, welcome to Sktv. Steve H. Kroma from all the way Paris, one of the brain behind Sktv as well. My man, welcome to Sktv. Emmanuel Tashia, welcome to Sktv. Ali Kamara, I think that's my own son there from all the way Netherlands. Right. You know, the good thing about Sktv, our people from everywhere around the world, whether that's Australia, that's China, and somewhere in Asia, anywhere. Someone that they don't even say anything. The only time we can recognize you, we know that you're here when you say something. Just say hi to us, so at least we can recognize your person. Yeah, and Kusuka Dasla, welcome to Sktv, and my own brother and friend, Vafomo Kroma from all the way Canada, man. What's up, man? Welcome to Sktv. I know you guys are doing a lot for the Liberian community there. Welcome to Sktv. G. Jefferson M. Colette, welcome to Sktv. Ruth Robert Penwa, as always. She's one of the brain behind Sktv. Welcome to Sktv. My own brother. Razor Sawyer, welcome to Sktv. I'm a B-mail. A lot of people can count on this show here. Yeah, but I want to say thank you to all of you for following Sktv. Today is another day, another beautiful day. Today is Wednesday. Precisely is 11:25 a.m. here in Phoenix, Arizona. The weather is always here. It's always beautiful here. We always got the African weather here. When people struggling, when they are struggling and suffering in snow and cold in Minnesota and New York, we can be in 70 degrees. The sun can be shining. I know one can be jealous sometimes, but I mean, it is what it is.
I know, right?
Yeah. So, my brother and our one of the co-hosts there in Radio Forma, Mr. Sumu, my brother, welcome. What's going on, Keseli? What's going on in that area of the nation, specifically the southern side of Boma and Bonkante, where you have all the rivers and the creeks? What's going on, my brother? What's going on there? What are things making news? Are you there? We're not hearing you. You're muted. All right, J. Tubet, following us from all the way New Georgia Estate. Thank you for joining Sktv. We are not hearing you, my brother Keseli. If you are hearing me, Are we good? All right. So
Well, I think he's struggling, maybe based on the network or the system. Well, I don't know whether Muna is here and whether she's ready. Let me see her best to get Muna on. Muna, I think,
be in the back?
yeah, Muna, I think one way or the future.
You don't
Muna,
want.
good evening.
I wish they were still, but I
You want
I got feel and it's for a place I cut on my muffin thing. So
you wrong from people. What's going on?
Where you get your blazer from?
All right, yo.
Muna, you good?
I'm out there.
But you know what, Muna, we'll reach out. We'll reach after the show because the way you're looking at it, you need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, yo.
Just to get the camera. We want to see the camera, so you gotta go.
Just I tell you,
so definitely we'll call you after the show, and whatever we can do,
All right.
So you can go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Go check yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, but
yeah, we don't want that place on your mouth, please.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We gotta find solution for that.
and being the une. We don't want any problem with you. We don't want no hero go and say something about Sktv. But anyway, on a serious note, Muna, what's going on in Grand Jira? Everything's good?
Grand Jira's okay, everything going smoothly. Yeah, right now, no too much disturbances, everything is okay in the county. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So yeah, my brother Kessler, do you can you hear us now? Yeah, I don't know, your line is mute.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that he having connection issue because I think something is not right. I don't think it's connection.
I think it's about his microphone. It's not turned on.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Moiba Duno, welcome to Sktv. So Mebon,
yeah.
Oh, one of our brothers too, who used to be on, who is also part of Sktv, Eric Valentine. From all the way, he used to be in Zredu, working with Top FM. Now he's back in Moravia. He said he was not feeling too well the other time. We wish you well, Eric. So Mebon.
Yeah.
What's going on in Liberia?
Wonderful. 1:30. That's the time check in the nation's capital, Monrovia. And for a matter of fact, today is Wednesday, having to be the 12th of February. So many things happening in the nation's capital, reaching from the Armed Forces Day on yesterday, where Liberians celebrated the gallant men and women of the Armed Forces of Liberia. And after that, this morning, while we were thinking about going to our various places of hustle and so on this morning, we wake up again with news about the president suspending officials who refuse to declare their assets or to make known of their assets upon taking government position or so forth. So when that news broke up, people were thinking that maybe they're going to be like, but what happened? But after a certain time, people got to believe that yes, in fact, this is true, and the president suspended almost 400 plus government officials, those who refuses to declare their assets upon taking office. Mind you, this asset declaration started sometime last year, and someone would say been almost 1 year plus since the entire thing started. And even though there was some additional time given to some government official, but some of them remain adamant to some of the things that come from the executive. So that apart from that, also on today, the political leader of the ANC, Mayu, it was the standard bearer of the CPP, Honorable Alexander B. Cummings, also today have his media interactions for the first time, after the elections, they've been having only press releases coming from the ANC, but on today, he was able today to interact with the media, and he was able to answer a lot of questions, ranging from the 1 year of the government and so forth. And there are a lot of Liberians who also follow. And some were also saying about where you've been. Thank God, our leader, you're coming up now to speak for the Liberian people. So apart from that, Mr. Kane, also the Speaker Wahala still continuing, is still moving. There are a lot of reactions out there, misinformation. People are also saying that Jeff Kofa, the embattled hospital,
can you mute yourself if you're not speaking? Everybody, if you're not speaking, please mute yourself. All of us. All right, maybe go ahead.
Yeah, good. So the embattled Speaker Jeff Kofa elected resigned from his district. That's the information we're getting. Unconfirmed report that he elected resigned. But again, we are watching. Liberians, they are watching as to what's going to happen with all of these news, asset declaration, suspension of government officials, and the USAVE situations and so forth, and the bread and butter issues and so on. So yes, indeed, Mr. Khan, we stay here, and when it comes to the power situation or electricity, Liberians are going through a lot. In fact, they are scheduled into power energy as to which community is going to benefit for a few hours after this other time to the other time. So again, things are not just so normal. Things are not really normal, but again, Liberians are bearing it, and they are moving with all of the situation, and they are waiting as to what the government is going to do next. So far, so good. And then quickly, before I turn over to you people, while we were going on with the broadcast, the Civil Service Agency headed by Josiah Joka has a press release that indeed, upon hearing that the president suspend some government officials for not declaring their assets or for not being compliant, those suspended officials will now in fact, they will not be able to get their February salary. So he put a blockade to all of those officials that have been suspended from or by the president. So far so good, Mr. Kane. These are happening. As we go along, we're going to inform you and give you more updates on what's happening in Liberia.
Thank you so much, Mabon. Mr. Sumo Kesseli, do you have time to say something now? Can you hear us? All right, what's going on? We're still having some issue. We're not hearing you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you will be listening, but I don't think we can get it.
Yeah, you can just mute yourself. You can just mute yourself. Once you get it, we get the adjustment done, you can come back on the system. We're still here. So Mong, Mame, well, I mean, what's going on? What's going on? Stuff. What's going on?
Maybe I'm getting some feedback from your end.
No, it was coming from Kesseli here. I just muted him. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think maybe on cover ground concerning the major issues happening in the country. The suspension. I don't know if it's for the optics, because when you're going to suspend up to 458, I don't know if it will have some consequences from an operational standpoint in government, most especially some critical institutions like the LDC. Just imagine the guy who's there, he's already acting, and then you fire the acting, then I don't know who's going to be running the agency or whatsoever it is. I don't know what it's intended for, because he was talking about a declaration of asset. For me, like, I don't know how long it would take, but it's been a little over a year now. I don't know why the president is taking decision at this point in time with suspension and people not getting their salary. I don't know why is the method to this madness, but that politics, and I know Unity Party folks, they are very good in generating optics. They know how to change the narrative when something's happening. So I will keep watching to see what happens next. And I woke up this morning with 3 to 4 different links in my inbox concerning the political leader of the CPP. I think I followed the conversation, even though I came 15 to 20 minutes late. But I think the most important segment of the media engagement, I follow it. He made a lot of salient points. And one thing I keep saying on this platform, for me, I follow people closely. I keep saying it I don't know if it's for political purposes why people don't give Sktv the credit that we deserve. I don't know whether they believe that if they give us the credit, then the entire nation or people will start tuning in to Sktv. Because even the political leaders, I always observe that, and every time I notice it, I keep saying it. When we read an article from any news outlet, we always give them the credit. But whether it's the political leader or whether it's tourists in the local dailies, when they come up with from Sktv talking points, nobody's going to give us that credit. And I noticed that with Mr. Cummins gave more than 5 different points. I'm talking about talking points today. And everything came from Sktv. So it was nothing new for me. It was just like he expanded on the conversation. And I'm not saying that most of them originally came from Sktv as well, but we had a discussion here before. Whether it's value added to the resources, whether it's about the agriculture program, whether it's about the USA or conversation, whether it's about the diaspora transitioning home when it comes to investment. And matter of fact, he even gave us some game. He was talking about he's investing into this issue of the AI. I tell people here, I say it's time for you to start looking for penny stock because AI is going to be the next big thing. It's almost like a dot-com boom in the 90s. You don't want to miss it. You can miss the dot-com boom. You can miss the crypto wealth. And then AI is here again, and you're not making some kind of investment. And he talked about that as well. And we've been saying that on the show. So I was like, okay, I mean, the political leader of the CPP, I think he's taking a lot of Sktv.
I think people keep saying that the ANC, they no longer, CPP does not exist anymore. They wouldn't have.
Okay, yes. Okay, now the ANC, but you know, the last time he ran was on the CPP ticket. So it's easy for you to say the CPP. They are right. The CPP is no longer in existence. They dissolved after the going election. So back to the ANC as a default party. But he said a lot of things here, and it makes a lot of sense. So maybe we'll talk about that into the show. But those 2 stories are the one that caught my attention: the Cummins interview or media engagement, and the suspension coming from the executive. Those 2.
Okay, that's great. So for me, I don't know, some of you that have been following my personal page, you have seen a lot of engagement between me and some of the stooges of the Unity Party, the party supporters, the party attacked us, the party, media team that I assigned to attack and insult anybody who point to the flaws of the government or who point to the ills of the government and the lackadaisical behavior of Joseph Nyaboakai as president. So by the time you mention it, and they will run at you thinking that they can bully people to submission. It's so delusional. They're so confused. When it comes to bullying, we don't want to know how to bully people, but we don't do it because it's not the right thing to do. But the medicine for bullies is to bully them. That's the medicine for them. With everything going on in the country, they work their way to the presidency through deceptions, lies. Now you have won the election because you have nothing to offer to the country. The government has been engulfed with scandal, one after another, corruption scandal. At the same time, the president's health is called to questions, reason for which he could not even physically walk to shake the hands of our brave men and women. You try to play blind eyes to that. Try to distract the people for all those bad things happening in the country. Joseph Boakai government, we have heard about countless numbers of investigation with no outcome, with no results. What happened to the military wives investigation? What was the outcome? What happened to the investigation in King George when those Liberians were killed? What happened to the investigation when our AFLF officer was killed? What happened to that investigation? What happened to the $41 million? What happened to the $19.5 million? What happened to the $2 million that was mismanaged by the Ministry of Labor? What happened to the president's travel to China with all the agreement that he signed? The memorandum of understanding with 7 companies that are supposed to come to Liberia. What happened to those? What happened to the president's travel to the United States? One in Dallas, Texas, one in Atlanta, Georgia, where investors supposed to be running in the country. What happened to all of those things? They know all of those bad things. They know that the president is not up for anything, that the Unity Party, the only, got the presidency through lies and deceptions, but then they have the nerve, they have the audacity to go on people's posts and call them liars. When your president is the liar in chief, lying to the Liberian people every day. What happened to the interview on VOA when the president said there will be an audit? In fact, it will be international auditors to audit all sectors of government. Was that a lie or true? What happened to that? Joseph Baga said every single government official, he gave you 3 months. If you don't declare asset, what happened? You will not be his government. We will pass 1 year now because they want to distract people from Joseph Baga being incapacitated, not being physically fit or mentally in order. They decided to distract people with this whole idea of president suspending people. But yet, when you speak, because they are so delusional and they continue to live in some high level of false sense of entitlement, thinking that Liberia belongs to them, or everybody else in the country belongs to them, or anything that got to do with Liberia, nobody else have the right to say anything. When you talk, they get your throat to insult you, to bully you, calling you a liar. When you have the president that is liar in chief when it comes to promises to the Liberian people, everything the president has said, tell me one. Everything this government said from the initial stage, from the time of your campaigning to the 100-day promises. Every day you are lying to the Liberian people. What happened to the yellow machines? What happened to little bosses? You have countless numbers of lies and deception that have been told to the Liberian people, but you don't have the moral latitude. You don't have the moral compass to say, you know what? Let's take a little bit of time to turn to our own president and tell him the truth. You don't have that moral to say, you know what? Our president been disgracing us. We even lied that the president was healthy, that everything was good with the president, but he disgraced us during his inauguration. He fell off. Up to now, that inaugural speech is yet to be completed. We're still waiting for him to finish the inaugural speech. We have no shame. We want to go attack people when they speak truth to power? You think you can bully people? I got a news for y'all. From now on, every single day, now on SKT, on my personal page, every single day I'll make a post highlighting the ills of this government and the lies and deception from the president. Every day, every single day. Then I ain't hard thing now from the cell phone. I don't have to go behind my computer every day. I can use my cell phone and write few lines. So some of you think when you go Other people post calling each other to come and insult, we scare people away. No, you are creating more problem for yourselves. Because the more you do that, the more you encourage some of us to keep pointing to your flaws, to keep shining light on your lies and deception to the Liberian people every day. You don't have shame. You don't have sorrowful mind for the people. When people gave you change to serve them, that's what it's called service, to work for the people. But you instead thinking that the people surrounded their life to you, that you own them. You decide what they should say on Facebook, what they should say on the radio, what kind of street they should walk on, what kind of food they should eat in their houses. So you think, oh, people kind of make you guys to look frisky. People say, oh, the party people, they are good at propaganda, they are good at lies and deceptions. They're not no good at propaganda, because if you are good with propaganda, you know what you do? When you make your propaganda and people buy into it, they will not be able to discover your lies and deception. Then you are good at propaganda. When you lie today, people discover it tomorrow. You run again to talk another lie, present another lie one after another, just to confuse the people. You can't call that propaganda. You call that lying and deception. If you do good things, you marketing that, you promulgate your good things to the Liberian people, and present the good picture of what you're doing, and own up to the bad ones, and say, I will fix it, I will do the right thing. Convince people, that's propaganda. But lying to your people, looking in their faces and lying to them every day, thinking that they are stupid, that's been very, very deceptive and insulting to the Liberian people. It's too early for Joseph Nima to take the presidency. What happened to the asset recovery? They said they're going to make sure they recover all the stolen material, all the stolen property of Liberian government from the past government. What happened to that? What happened to the investigation of Nathaniel McGill? What happened to the investigation in the central bank? All the $1 million that continue to be missing. What happened when Joseph Boakai said, you know who is the most notorious liar in the country right now? Is the Unity Party and the president, the liar in chief. When you look at the camera and told the Liberian people that somebody gave him $30 million worth of equipment on a gentleman agreement. But some of you have no moral, you have no integrity, you have no honesty in you. We won't call people liar because they are calling you out. They're telling you the truth about your deception and your lying president. Then you telling people, oh, that person is a liar. No, you must check yourself. You must check yourself first before you can talk about other people. So I believe the Unity Party government is a failure right at the door. They have failed the Liberian people. They have nothing tangible. They have nothing concrete to present to the Liberian people. So what they do, they rely on lies and deception one after another. They like the guy said the last time, that they dig hole to cover hole. Every now and then they will lie today. They will deceive the Liberian people. When they know that people are paying attention to that, they will run to something else. And then we are paying attention to that, they run to something else. Total lies and deceptions. And one thing, you can lie your way to the leadership, but you can't run a country through lies and deception. Because every day people are there to checkmate you. So what is going on right now in the country? The government has given up. Joseph Nima Boakai is not up to the task. He is not healthy. Let me tell you the truth. That's the problem. Some of them told me, say, I will not be talking about it. But when you are the president, your health issue is public issue. Because you know what? You carry the responsibility for 5 million human beings. You make decisions on behalf of all of us. Liberians in the diaspora and Liberians in Liberia alike make decisions for all of us. If you're in good health, it's in our interest. If you're in bad health, it goes against us. Because every decision you make affects our life and affects the life of the Liberian people. So your health, you get no personal issue when you're president. That's why people go into a business. That's why in some countries they ask you to present your health record before they can even vote for you. Because they want to know you are in the best mental state to be able to make critical decisions on behalf of 5 million people. But you are there trying to hide all of those things. You don't want people to talk about that. Anybody talk about that, they are liars. Anybody talk about the lying and the deception and the corruption of your government, then they are liars. You are involved in constitutional violation every day. You just willfully, openly remove a legal, legitimate Speaker of the House of Representatives illegally. And you try to bully him and everybody that supported him. You try to go after, you illegally remove all the other lawmakers who stood up with the speaker, with the legal and legitimate speaker. And you are there promoting lies and deception. You want everybody to agree and accept that you illegally removed the guy. And when you did not do that, I got a news for you. The only reason why Joseph Boakai is called president is because of the Liberian Constitution. The only reason why some of you flexing your muscle, calling yourself lawmaker, honorable this, honorable that, is because of the Constitution. Most of you are a bunch of ignorance, know nothing, confused. You have no sense of direction whatsoever, but you are given those titles and respect because of the Constitution. So therefore, if you do not respect the Constitution, then we all should disrespect the Constitution. See if you abuse anything. The barrier, the guidelines, the guardrails for everything that's going on in the country is the Constitution. So if you can't respect the Constitution, then it will let you know what we say. You know what? None of us can respect the Constitution. You know what happened? You have no president. Clear cut. You have no lawmaker. You have nothing without the Constitution. So the only reason why you will be respected, only reason why you maintain and retain your title and work, and people will listen to you, control the police, control the military, control all sectors of government, is the Constitution. So if you people say the Constitution is no longer of value, that means your leadership does not exist. Because the only thing that makes you all of those things is the Constitution. So if you disrespect the rule of law, removing speakers, people can also stand up today and say, you know what, Joseph Boakai is now our president. What you will do to them? Police can say, you know what, we're not taking order from you because the Constitution that gave you the power to tell us what to do. Calling you commander-in-chief when you're incapacitated, you can't even stand up to talk to the military people. You got to be physically fit. But because a bunch of spineless lawmakers, they cannot caution the president, they cannot call him, they cannot ask for the president's health record to make sure that he's physically fit. So you want to continue to traffic in that false sense of entitlement, thinking that you own the country, you own everybody, you do whatever you want to do, you remove anybody you want to remove, you disrespect the Constitution, you disrespect the Supreme Court, you disrespect the justice system, you disrespect the legislature, you do whatever you want to do simply because you were voted for. You know why they voted for you? The Constitution. If you say the Constitution is not valid, then you don't have leadership. I just wanted to say that today. Joseph Boakai people, if they want to be respected, if they want to be considered as government, you respect the president and the presidency. If the president does not respect the Constitution, he deserves no respect. Period. If you call yourself Chief Justice, if you don't respect the Constitution, You are not a chief justice. If your career is a minister, lawmaker, honorable this, honorable that, if you have no respect for the Constitution, you are nobody. The only thing that gave you that power is the Constitution. If that does not exist, you don't exist. Your title does not exist. Period. We said this thing to Joe Weir. We are saying it to Joseph Boakai. Anybody that becomes president tomorrow, if you don't play by the rule, you don't respect the Liberian Constitution, we will not respect you. We will not listen to you. We will call you out every day. And we inform the Liberian people about your behavior, about your stealing, about your corruption on a daily basis. You can't do a jag. So those of you that are called beheaded chickens with no sense of direction, running under all the posts to insult people, you will get tired. Because we will not get tired posting. We will not get tired calling you out. We will not get tired pointing to the flaws of your government. You want us to get tired, do the right thing. Then we'll write the right thing about you. Maybe, I don't know whether you're going to go for news bulletin, but I just wanted to say that. Then back to you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kane. Actually, your team, you knew it. Our team, like I was telling someone, even quickly, yes, we may likely go for the news bulletin. Let me just make that correction, or let me inform you on that. Yeah, so indeed, I was telling someone, I said, well, I don't know how come when you say things that the government is not doing, and people are getting angry. So that today, most started. I think today, most of the government officials and all the rescue followers and the rescue supporters, I think they're supposed to be giving the media credit. They're supposed to be appreciating the media. Like I told one of my media colleagues, I said, I think today they're supposed to be giving the media, appreciation, especially some of the media institutions have been standing tall. Like for example, Sktv. Because when we come here, we inform our people about this happening. Where in this world you say you want for someone to become minister or maybe to serve as minister, and this person you tell the person, go and declare your assets, and this person keep telling you, no, they want to do it at their own will. Now, as we speak, Mr. Kane, most of them now, they are to the RACC, carrying their assets now to go and declare. Are you kidding me? So when we come here, like you just stated, the only way that some of you will stop, or maybe that you think that will stop, except our government do the right thing. But other than that, you will insult. Some of you will like to insult. You will say what you want to say. You will accuse us of any other political party. It is your right. For me, I don't even mind, Mr. Kane, because for me, I respond to most of them. So they can insult, they can say anything. But as far as I'm concerned, anything go by here, it affects all of us. Today we have current schedule. Instead of rescue people going through it, no. All Liberians, where EDC will come in a committee for 4 or 5 hours and go into the committee for 4 or 5 hours or so 2 or 3 hours. You think that normal? They don't want us to even talk about that. When we come here to even talk, some of you get angry and see that maybe that we are against government. We are against the attitude of our government officials. Simple. So, Mr. Kane, thank you. I think you can hold on. You and Mark and the rest of the team. I will join you people after the news bulletin.
All right, that's good.
You know why I believe the thing is another optic is another self-generated distraction.
Mm-hmm.
The asset recovery and asset declaration, which one you think should be given more priority for a president who believes in accountability?
Asset recovery.
Asset recovery, right?
Yep.
Okay. Because if you're really serious about asset declaration, you sort of even made that a part of the confirmation that if I'm going to a point.
More, please. Yes. 30 seconds. I'm hearing that there are no news, so they say we should continue. Okay, good. Yeah. So, Mr. Kane, sorry, Mark. That's it. Go ahead.
So we're speaking about the issue. When you talk about priority and the president who believes in accountability, especially people within the executive, because those were people that you appointed, that some of them were pending confirmation, right? A president who really serious for accountability, he will even make that a requirement process for that confirmation, that you must declare your asset. But you're talking about, we're trying to recalibrate into the second year, and we got to get our act together, and you are talking about asset declaration at this stage. After that, what you should have started with. You start with the asset recovery, and at the same time, before they get confirmed or immediate after confirmation, to declare your asset. But now, you are going into the second year and you want, like, with everything going, like what I keep saying, maybe from an operational standpoint, it might cause a problem. Because if you are going to suspend 400 and some more people, that's almost 10 or 15% of the entire executive branch, especially from critical institutions like the LEC. People want all hands on deck.
Mom,
Yes.
not to continue. Let me say that you continue. That whole suspension thing, that Vla, is nothing. It's just as the other suspension, other investigation that you've seen in the past. It's just as the auditing of all sectors of government that Joseph Walker promised, they're going to come from outside. So you may continue.
I think you just ended my point, because that's the whole idea. It's like every time the government, even in past government, they got this idea that our people are not following issue. Our people, that we are so dumb that they can just play on our collective intelligence. That's why it seems like, because if you take a step back and say, okay, why at this stage in your presidency, you are focusing on something you call asset declaration? No, I don't think it's the most important thing. Asset recovery is more important than asset declaration. Now, if you are going to suspend, you are not even good in following up on issue. So why will you keep investigating? There are so many investigations on your docket that you cannot even address. And you are telling me you are going to suspend more than 400 plus individuals with the expectation that you are going to investigate a little. Like, who do I look like? Some fool? You're talking about LEC. The entire country is talking about electricity, the distribution, and the LEC is being incapacitated. Some people say, oh, we should prioritize LEC. And you are telling me the guy who is acting, you're going to fire the guy who is acting too. Not even the regular, the guy who is there right now is acting, and you're going to fire the acting. Come on, man. Come on.
Mark, even to that, right? According to information, there are almost 80 plus audit reports on the deck of the president. So up to now, where are we? And the president not even informing us, or not even talking to us when it comes to some of the audit reports. So you will be adding. I'm just a bit confused.
Let me ask you. Do you remember when they came from that honeymoon trip, when Dawa Dillon posted that the honeymoon is over? There will be firing, there will be reshuffle, there will be people prosecution, there will be arrest, there will be some prosecutions. What happened to that? What happened? Did you ever believe when Joseph Boakai say, when the United Party people running around, Joseph Boakai done something that nobody have ever done? Joseph Boakai bringing war and economic code. Who could have thought to say, you know what? We'll go 1 year into Joseph Boakai presidency without having a war code in Liberia. People that are all deceitful. They can lie. And they think that people are stupid. That's why the smartest one among us, people who are not only smarter, but they are brave, they point to their flaws. That's why they come after you. Because they want to bully you. They want everybody to remain stupid and quiet. So those who have the nerve, the courage to look in their faces and tell them the truth, they fight you. They bully you. They attack you. They want to destroy you because you are the one, you are trying to expose their secret. Because the secret for Joseph Boakai and the United Party is lie and deception. So they think they can win with that and live with that and control the country with that, and besides that, to exploit our country with that before our eyes. We're not all stupid. So maybe Kessler want to say something. Because I don't know whether your line is good now. Hopefully you can say something.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Much better now.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks to the team. You just said it all, but the problem with the United Party people, all they need to do is to accept the truth and work on the mistakes. because Liberia is for every Liberians. So in as much the government failed to do something that will benefit the vast majority of the people, you expect people to talk about it.
No.
What make it wrong if you do wrong and somebody talk it? What's the problem? So I always tell people, I say the best thing to do is to do the right thing. Because if you do the right thing, people will talk about it. People will talk about you. Equally so, if you do the wrong, the people will also talk about you. So the only thing you need to do is to do what is right. Satisfy the people. Satisfy the people. The corruption in this country, I always told people, I say, it's very difficult. Any government that will come and start, pushing the establishment of the economic crime code, I think that government very serious. Then I believe, yes, that government is about to fight corruption. But without the economic crime code, Mr. Kane and the rest of the team members, I don't see it happening. I don't see it working. Corruption will be in this country. People will come and steal. In fact, those who will always be sitting over the fence will use the issue of corruption to get to power. And trust me, when they get to power, they themselves become more corrupt. Because it is systematic. It is very much systematic. And they take it to be, they take government to be a place you go to get rich.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, the private sector will not be prioritized. In fact, they made the private sector to look very gruesome, no control, bad work practices are going there, are going on there. Nobody get time. People don't even speak for the Liberian people, especially for those that are in the private sector. Their rights have been violated. But government officials, in fact, are contributing to the violation. See the labor ministry. See the labor ministry. You know how much labor violations around the country? Workers are crying from their employers. But nobody to speak for them. Nobody to speak for them. See, for heaven's sake. Right now, people are comparing President Boakai, former President George Weah, and former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Well, out of the age, Madam Sirleaf was, or is, she used to, unfortunately, you see, marching with these guys. You see, marching. But yeah, our president we have, they got to stay here in the pickup. There's somebody saying it happened in China, it happened in North Korea. You know this, the army there? You know the army population? You get army at less than 3,000. If even you pour all together, if you pour all in one place. So the president is just incapacitated. He's not strong, he's sick, but they don't want you to talk it. They don't want you to talk it. If you talk it, you become an enemy. So Liberia, I think it has reached a time where Liberians get to stand up for themselves. Because if we depend on the government to do what this will do for she will do for us, we go nowhere. Nothing gonna happen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We everything going on, all the distraction, all the lying, distraction, and all those, deceptive posture by the government. I mean, where do we go from here? This is crazy.
You see this country, people just feel that Liberia is elephant meat. Like day on the time, we just go there in court and go. But you see this government will not stop talking. We'll keep speaking those issues affecting us in county. We are Liberians. The country is now for unity, party, there's a special party for no. But we'll keep speaking the issues and things because there's government, a whole rescue team that blinded our eyes and things, that boy in the mess we are going through the rescue team. That everybody out there doing fought for this rescue team, thinking that some changes are going to be that whole rescue slogan and thing that put bad onto it. That today we can understand nothing in this government. Every day that break that different thing in Liberia. Corruption. The other see the money. We don't even respect a rule of law in this country. We don't. But don't say we want to make changes. We rescue. Well, we heading to, we shall hope and pray that 2029 that Liberians can make a good comeback to see how the right thing can be done. Look what happened. The first inauguration, nothing happened. Until the person saying, I think every January or so now they will declare as fainting day. Fainting day, they can faint. Anyway, you go speech, it was just faint. You know, every day we just paint ourselves black to the outside wall, and they people are laughing at us. Yeah. Because we can't learn from our mistakes. We can't learn from our mistakes. People are laughing at us. Look at the president. He's not okay. He's not strong. But when you are speaking when you are speaking the reality, they got some of them who they get their mobile money. Then they say they go on purpose. They're writing. At the end of the day, even their own houses, they think they don't get home because food they get to eat. Because their government put a high impression. They have very high expectation. Thinking that those that were behind the rescue something, thinking that when the government get the power, their life will change, but they still struggling. Then they ready to want to talk junks. When people speaking the reality, the easy society, until you don't understand nothing in the country because they are less basic. Look what happened. Let me tell you, President, we are. But look what happened yesterday. First time in history, since I keep with myself as Muna, to see the president in a pickup. They design a pickup to say when offering doing yes, I do on the altar, then you're going for honeymoon waving. That's how I looking. What a shame, disgrace.
Yeah.
You see, this country, we are good at this country. And then my record said yesterday, first time in history, you're going to inspect the army. You in pickup to even climb up. To even climb on a pickup. Part of hoi. Look at president, the former president, and he's on his It's a big disgrace to this country. Big shame this country. What is going on? Then we'll get ready, we want shift blades, we want make comparison, and you see China, you see that country, and so because it's not right in our country, so as we're going to the right thing in Liberia, that every time we say we're going to the country, every time we say record, people be laughing at us. Look, it's about time Liberians learn from the mistake we made. The mistake we made to learn from it. That every night they put laughing at us. They're laughing at us because we don't know what we don't know way out. Because we could have been fooled and we could have been satisfied. We could have been fooled and we could have been satisfied. But it's about time Liberians stand up. It's the time to come together. Because there's government. But when we are speaking the Asian society, when we are speaking the truth, I think some of them, but I don't even have time because I will discuss the issue. This is our country, like bro. We get deported from here in the first place. We get deported from here. But where the government have lapses, we'll discuss, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. They do the right thing, we'll talk, they do the bad thing, we'll see the lapses, we'll discuss it. And because we're discussing the issues, I think, that made a get sis, none of that. But there's something we do is not right that we need to focus. So I can say it's about time we learn from our mistakes. It's about time mistake. Every now and then in the country, there are different things. You're not here good thing when the country when time reaches, they will be laughing at us. They be laughing at us because we don't even know our way out. You know what happened? And number record set we set in Liberia again yesterday. But when you speaking to this thing, they won't get say now they want less basic. When they're ready and people getting small money, $15 and thing when they go, oh chill, going, going, because they want small in that phone. But we'll speak to the issues. Those burning issues, we'll talk about them, we'll discuss it in the right way. That this country can bring a right path. So I can say, all of us, it's about time we use our general brain in making sure that the right thing is done, that our bureau can make a great change. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mabon. I mean, among Mabon and Muna. Muna, thank you so much. That was brilliant. It was powerful. It was strong. You know, I can only wish you speedy recovery. Muna is sick. You hear the voice. Muna is well.
Yeah, people say about Muna.
Now about a firebrand.
So quickly,
Muna, let me just give update quickly. Yeah, quickly, we are getting a confirmed report coming from district number 17 in Banjo Ende that a police officer of the Liberia National Police shoot a boy to death. That's the news that we're getting according to a confirmed report. So our witness and people they are there now following the situation. So I think Liberia National Police, if you're also following up, I think you got to make a move there before the situation go out of hand. So somewhere around that in district number 17, Banjo N. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Connor. I just want to break them.
So somebody was shot by a police officer, so you can go there and make sure put the situation under control. Liberia National Police. So first of all, I want to follow whatever you guys said, especially when it comes to the people in Liberia. And my appeal goes to the people that voted for Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party. It's not a bad thing for you to support somebody and still be honest with them. It is not a bad thing for you to support somebody and call them out when they make mistake. It is not a bad thing. We are all human. Politicians will come to us. They will promise us. They will say they will build skyscrapers. They will build electricity. They will do this. They will do that. They will lie. But if they do, and when they do, our ability to hold them accountable can make them to respect us. It's not a bad thing to vote for anybody you want to vote for. That is your fundamental right. Your right to choose. Your right to belong. Your right to associate. But it makes you a human being. And the person that you are supporting or voting for will respect you if you can hold them accountable. You should be ashamed of yourself if your government you voted for, that you supported, is proceeding badly. That should be a shame to you. You should feel very uncomfortable. You know what? I promised the people that this was the best thing for our country. I campaigned for you. I voted for you. But look at where we are right now. If there's no improvement, you should be ashamed of yourself to speak to your government, speak to your leaders, tell them to do the right thing for the people, to take shame from your face. But some of you are so shameless. You have no moral. You have no integrity. You have no honesty in you. You try to defend somebody that you supported and they became failure. That's the only problem I have with you guys. It's not a bad thing to support anybody want to support. For example, we supported Darrell DeLong. We campaigned for him. We did everything we were supposed to do to make sure he's elected, because we believe at the time that he was better than competitors. We believe that adding another senator to the ones that were already there saying yes, man, yes, sir, to Jowia. Jowia was engaging in a lot of constitutional violation. We thought adding any other person there would be adding insult to injury. That's what we thought. And we thought, based on the law's promises, on the activities, we thought it would have been a better version of the ones that were there. But it became worse because of political reasons. Everything the Lord said he was going to do, and now that he doesn't know how to do it, now that he doesn't have the idea, but he refusing to do those things, to follow those because of politics and personal gain, personal egos, money that goes to his pocket, political activities, planning for the future, forgetting about how they got to the position. So, but your ability now to call their attention, to call them out, to say, this is not the reason why we voted for you. Do what is right. This is not the reason why we supported you. Do the right thing. But if somebody you voted for, somebody you supported, they are not proceeding what they're doing bad. They are involved in corruption. They are involved in a lot of financial scandal. They are involved in wasteful spending, traveling unnecessarily, bringing nothing, no dividend to the country. They will respect you if you call them out. To be honest with you, there are few people, I'm not going to call their names. I know most of them, they supported Joseph Jima Boakai because sometimes they didn't like the alternative, other people that were there. Some of them, they supported Joseph Jima Boakai because they thought Joseph Jima Boakai got the experience. He has served in different capacities in government, including the vice presidency for 12 years. So many of them thought Joseph Jima Boakai would have been better based on those experiences to deliver. But right off the back, when they saw that Joseph Jima Boakai was not up to the task, even though they were warned, even though they were informed, even though they were told, even though someone knew that this guy was the weakest link of the whole political arrangement, but they decided to go for him. I'm not happy with them for what they did, the decision they made, but they are human beings too. But at least some of them, their ability to come back to say, you know what, even though we supported you, even though we took a lot of bullets for you, but this is not what we signed up for. You got to do the right thing. They will find all kinds of excuses. They will blame those people. They will call their names. But at least they are standing up for something. But some of you who behave like animals, I say some of you, who can vomit and lick it, we are waiting for you guys. We'll remind the Liberian people every day as to who you guys are. We'll remind the Liberian people every day as to what you do and who you are, how much you don't care about Liberia. We'll remind them. And we will not sit back supinely and allow this government or any other government to continue to abuse power, to continue to abuse the Liberian people, to continue to corrupt our country simply because of fear of your bullying, of your attack and intimidation and threats. No, we will never submit. We will never cave in. It is our country, just as it is yours. You are only given the opportunity to serve. If you abuse power, we'll call you out. If you steal money, we'll call you out. If you don't respect the Constitution, we'll call you out. And you can't do anything a child can do to anybody. But again, I got a news for them. Documentations, informations, videos being prepared. The government can remember. When we say something, we can do it. When we say something, we say a lot of stuff doing weird time and it happen. Some of you, the most corrupt people, then, your information there, documentary evidence, video, and audio are being prepared. You will see the wrath of the international community and the American government. In the very near future, you will see it. And like I said the last time, you also disrespect and attack against the Liberian, diaspora Liberians, especially Liberians in America, saying that we're just sitting out here doing nothing, thinking that we are enjoying. Amen. When we are even sending what is even more than your government revenue, you say we are staying out here doing nothing. When you can get up here, you come to Philadelphia, you can't raise money. Diaspora Liberian give it to you. When you got your black plastic bag running behind Costa in Waterson Market in Philadelphia they're in America. When Steno Witherspoon take you to the basement while they play pool, they bring in food for you, taking you around. The America there. When you came here, they took you around. They took you to Philadelphia. They took you to New York. They took you to New Jersey and fake emergency that you was dying. They took you to the hospital in Rhode Island. That's what Liberian people do that for you. When you went to Rochester, New Jersey, Minnesota, the Liberian didn't do that for you in America. Calling them criminals. Mocking them, say, Donald Trump coming for you. You're saying that in America they are doing nothing. Joseph Nima Boakai, let me remind you people, maybe you don't know, Joseph Nima Boakai was vice president. He came to Phoenix here, Arizona, to connect him with the state government and local government in this place. It was done by the Liberian people. We received more than $2 million worth of income donation and cash. While your vice president was done by the Liberian people in the diaspora, they're sitting down here doing nothing. That disrespect, that outburst, directed at the Liberian people. Joseph Nima Boakai will apologize for it. If he doesn't apologize, anytime he comes to America, we will protest. We will organize a serious protest. If you think we are joking, I know some of the ministers, some of the deputy ministers, and whatever they call themselves, some of them been responding under my post, some of them been talking to me in the back. I can tell you the truth. It is simple for John Mabaka to retract his statement. He can say he misspoke, apologize to the Liberian people in the diaspora, or face the wrath of the Liberian people in the diaspora. We're not even joking about it. If you think this is a fun, you wait and see. We'll keep reminding the Liberian people every day. You will never get it again. Come here and can't ask Liberian people, asking them to give you things. When you get sick now, you make sure you stay there. Can you sort the liberal people in America, calling us criminals? We stay down here doing nothing, they will enjoying. You celebrating Liberian being deported? What kind of president is that? You should be empathizing, sympathizing with your people. You should be empathizing with them. And coming to America too, when you're undocumented, you are now a criminal. You are just undocumented. You're not raw, you're not drug dealers, you're not killer. Someone came here seeking opportunity. People can come to America in so many ways. Those that are here, we didn't give anything to God. We were just blessed. Those that in America, in Labrador, there and elsewhere, they didn't do any bad thing to God. It's not just their time yet. People travel to America in so many ways. But you, that's what Prince Johnson called the presidency is some kind of ungrateful, whatever they call it. I don't want to call that one name. But the president is an ingrate. He was an out of ingratitude, the highest level. For the president to look at the Liberian people in the diaspora and insult everybody and mock the Liberian people in the diaspora in the time when they needed counseling, when they needed to be pacified, when they needed to talk to, when people going through trauma. You know what it is? All the people that you're telling them say they are criminal, let them bring them. You know how much people were contributing to their family in Liberia? Do you know how much money from the money they were sent to Liberia that you just about got paid through taxes? Do you know how much Liberian people in America here can send to Liberia on a daily basis? Go ask Western Union. Go ask MoneyGram. Go ask Sendwave. Will tell you. But even at that, beyond that, every person, if you are a human being, you see your fellow man going through some struggle. You know what it means to be deported from the most powerful nation in the world, the land of opportunity. You know the benefit your family were getting from them, and you, Joseph Walker, in the entire country. Do you know that? Then you can see you're staying in America there, you're enjoying. You're talking like a child, a president. Why must you even go down low, that low? Calling a president, you're staying in America there, and thinking that you're enjoying, but I got news for you. They're not coming. Amen. Maybe I will stop there, man. I hope the president will be okay. And I hope, he will get well. But if he's not well, he continue to display a high level incapacitation. I think there should be Liberian legislature with the spine to start some impeachment proceeding process so that they can ascertain whether or not this president is up to the task, if he meets the constitutional requirement of what is being incapacitated. I think the president needs help. And he's not well. He's not well physically, he's not well up there, he's not well anywhere. And that's why the government is proceeding the way it's proceeding, because people who are doing the president's job, they are not sincere, they are not loyal, they are not patriotic to Liberia. They're only patriotic to their pocket, unfortunately.
And that scenario you just gave about considering an impeachment process, that's why you got an impasse in the House. Don't forget the threat started from the beginning of the year that they were going to invoke that particular article when it comes to impeachment for incapacitation. So why do you think the president want to get control of the lower house? Because if he can split the lower house into two, they won't even have the number to even start the process. So it's all part of that. Tomorrow, I think we will talk about the ANC political leader, because he covered all those things. And the response he gave concerning those deportees, right? It was the same thing. And it was almost like war for war from what we talk here. That's why hopefully tomorrow we dig in. I mean, because he was literally saying, you got voted for this man based on the experience, but now you are feeling the experience because experience is a double-edged sword. Some people got bad experiences. So just because you work in government for the senior period of time, don't necessarily mean that you'll be a leader. I keep telling people, having experience on a job and leadership, they are apples to oranges. They're not even close to being the same. They are two different things. And he said it right. You know, Mr. Cummings' response today on that issue about deportation. He said people don't leave their comfort. They see progress and come to contribute. What Joseph Boakai should be worrying about is how he will accept them and creating the environment for people who are deported to travel in their own country. I was like, here you go. It's the same thing we've been talking about here, that people won't leave their comfort. Joseph Boakai, I don't know whether they can really gain update. Diaspora remittances in 2023 were $800 million. That was a 16% increase from 2023. So it means the Liberian people double, or I won't say double, but they increased the amount by 16%. Just because of the cost of living, people trying to keep their head above water to survive economically. So it means Liberians are digging into the pocket more than ever before. 2024 was the largest amount on record, $800 million between businesses and individual remittances. Maybe Joseph Boakai does not even understand the idea that the reason people come to this country, America see remittances as their way of also giving help to poorer country. Because when you bring certain amount of immigrant here, they send money back when the people calculate all these things in this country. But apparently he does not understand these simple things, so I can't blame him anyway. The elections are over. We got to live with it.
Mom, what about being so heartless against those who were deported, calling them criminals?
Well, that's why they were told, especially for some folks, that's why I keep asking our people sometimes, maybe when it comes to the system here, because when they carry on deportation, the whole deportation thing is a process. You must go to the court, every individual that is deported from this country, or judge must give an order of removal. The Congress must finance the operation for deportation. The president is only like a messenger. That's why every president ends up deporting, because it's their job. They have no option. So when they are starting the deportation, the first thing they'll prioritize are criminals, people who are in prison. But it doesn't mean that everybody that come in that will be deported are criminals. No, they can only start with criminals in terms of the priority list. They will start with people that are in jail, people that got aggravated assault, people that are into domestic violence or drugs criminal. Yes, those are the people they will start with. But at the end of the day, they will still end up deporting people who are not legal resident or that don't have the proper documentation. It doesn't necessarily mean that those people themselves are criminal, but in the priority process, they usually start with criminals. But like I said, they are not doing president.
And then, Mom, beyond that, before I go to Melbourne to take calls, beyond that, Liberians who are deported, they consider Liberia their home. Even those who are still here, even those who are citizens of America. But then, when you are coming home, you expect some level of reception, sympathy, and other people to stand with you, to empathize with you, to say, you know what, it will be okay. You'll be okay, you'll be fine. But to mock Adam as president, and then the party people defending that, they'll come back to you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Kane, and let me say thanks to Monk and the rest of you there before I go to the line quickly in passing. This news coming from district number 17 in Banja N about the a little boy that was allegedly shot by a police officer. That news is still trending, and they are more concerned, Liberia are more concerned about that situation as to what's going on, what's happening, and so forth. So again, folks, the number to call tonight on the Sktv show is 0770-203125. That's the number. Let me get straight to the line and interact with our first caller to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, member. And let me say good evening to Mr. Kane and the rest of the team.
Yeah, go ahead.
See, Mr. Kane just said it right. You see, member, I got problem with you. When somebody lie,
hello.
There's no other way. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
There's no other way to call that lie, but you rather say the person lie. And Mr. Kane just said it right. The president have lied to the Liberian people. Time was find number. All right, and Mr. Kenneth just nailed the hammer on the head of the nail. So for somebody to believe that Mr. Bwaka has been truthful in a word to Liberian people, I think, you must be daydreaming. The words of all, we all are in pain to hear that our brothers and sisters will be deported from America. Mr. Bwaka go to an event, he tried to make mockery out of our people. We see that as a deception because these are the same people who sent money yesterday and he said to Costa, my trusted nephew, the ego have learned. If the ego were learning, how you think that those ego were learning for America to Liberia for him? They said that he has taken control of our nation cover and he can no longer go around begging, so he has the right to
So what is the problem you have with me?
The problem I have with you, sometimes when we say the president lied, you cut off us. You cut off us because you don't want to say the president lied. And I help Mr. Tanner for him because he's seen the truth. When somebody lie, be fair to your word. And let me tell Mr. Comey for coming out on a closer up, send the election to make public statement because the thing that is happening in our country, we need the voices to speak to the issues. And the way you spoke today, I think we all are happy. I'm David King. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, David King. To this call up in 1 minute. To this call up, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Mabel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much for your show. Mabel, once again, this is our David family. I do have to Omega Market, the legacy of former President Weah. Mabel, I listened to this, the president suspended some people. Mabel, no, let me tell you, in this country, the word transparency, honor Joseph Bwaka is not in any sector. It's not applied there. Mabel, just the order in the market, Mabel, the day you people your car in the market, you pay your market, so tell the car, interview the old man and I said it to the people, you wow. The market, which like the marketing association, like asking the president, let us suspension affect that particular entity. The people are telling your own brother and sister in the market, where in the world, oh man will come back to the way, charge of 200 for glass in the sell market. When you pay on all, they are painting on all, they charge you $100 they get 10, they pay 1,000 before you can sell that thing.
In the market?
I'm telling you, people are picking chairs from my TV, they will pay chairs. They will charge somebody, the bigger one, they will charge them $100, if you sell a chair at 30,000, they will pay for you. Even they will start. They are paying 60,000 or any very it would mean that come and interview the people. That's why I see and documenting the news and number of people are doing that. One day I will come to you.
All right, thank you so much. Let me move to the other caller today. Pascal Davis, good evening.
You sounding energetic. How you doing?
Always as usual. God is by my side. I'm grateful.
Thank you. Well, again, let me say thanks to you and the team. Well, this is a government suspension now. Every time some people are suspended, so the guys are not aware. So you just steal, and the president will just say you are suspended. This is how they are proceeding. You steal 300,000, 400,000, and what's about to say you are suspended. So this is how they are proceeding. You know, I mean, I'm told Mr. President Hans Onaniga, name is there, but maybe are you also aware that this man, according to the government, was working on pro bono? Imagine that. And you want Liberians to believe that somebody who is a cultural ambassador alive is working on a pro bono? But I mean, are they actually seeing Liberians? You think we funny people here? And you can't just make mockery of them in the midst of what is happening. Where is the president yesterday? While the AFL was celebrating, the other guys were at the legislature, vocal writing the home, because the official home of Mr. Kofa. Is this the government or Mr. Blacker? Is this the way the man has come to change the country? We saw him one paper and running around the place in the name of a building soldier. What kind of shame is this? I mean, where are we, Mabel? You know, it's troubling.
All right, thank you.
It's on the time bomb.
All right, my brother. Thank you. Keep a calls coming. We'll take more calls and calls over to the team because we have probably about 40 more minutes to go. here and okay, you are okay. Go ahead, Muna. If you have calls, then
yeah. Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, Muna.
Good evening. GS1. Can I bring welcome? Let's hear it.
You're very fast and happy. And Muna, let me tell you something. I'm for the third country of the bureau. In the classroom, when you read the assignment or sentence, when you have error when I A or B there, where you can erase it. I want for us to read establish the bureau. Are you listening?
You are loud.
We're general brain, but not personal brain. If you present at over that today, when we get general brain, they never see. They never, we don't need report from the citizen. That's for our educators. La brain, they are school. So let me not play. But we find a general brain, Muna. Don't pass your load, they go, don't go. Nobody will listen to a friend. But the general brain should work. La brain, you can do ourselves. Our content is still budget. We never pour out our resources. But let's plan. We cannot discuss about that plan. But if we not do it, let's take something here, Muna. It will not happen. So let's see.
Thank you.
1 minute to everybody, Muna. 1 minute maximum.
Yeah.
Muna.
Yeah.
All right. So let me go to line one. Yeah, indeed. So let's call up. Good evening.
I'm okay.
Yeah, my name is Eddie P. calling from Sktv-Lib, member of the Restore and Defense.
Eddie P, welcome. Let's say 1 minute.
Yeah, you see today all the problems that we're facing. What do we solve? I'll be honest. We blame ourselves. Well, there are plenty of people in the race. Even if you're not 100% that we are, you couldn't choose Kumi or Gongo there or Epeton there. But our self-body proper of today, anything the papa do, and that's ourselves today. If you get a government that bosses speaker office, what we heading in the country, my sister. But you see, everybody sitting down today, we all look in the thing. But the day fire pump, sister, I want to lie to you. Everybody will go to that airport. Nobody will move from the country here. Mark them what today. What I'm telling you.
Thank you.
I get okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. You may calling from where?
Yeah, I'm calling from Dreadroom.
Your name?
I'm Moses Momo.
Let's say Moses. Please walk away from the monitor, Moses.
Okay. I want to say thank to all of you to the studio there. But actually, this program I always consider it to be disturbing the peace of Liberia. No, this program, this country that we in is not about party. It's about putting this country number one. But most of the time, people come the nation to our government, even looking at president, insulting the president, you say you are talking.
How insulting the president? What do you consider insulting the president? All right, take the next call.
These are kind of people.
Oh my God.
When I get calls, or to take 1 or 2 calls quickly, because or
yeah, sure.
All right, quickly. So to this call quickly. Good evening.
Thank you, Mabel. Good evening.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
Thank you. This is for the Prince Kolake, and I found this.
My brother, long time though. Prince. Hello. Wow. Prince Kolake. I don't know what happened to the line yet. So quickly to this other caller quickly. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, man, there, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us. Yeah.
Nobody suspend anybody yet. We strive on a daily basis. So to declare it as all of us not declare it as the pure redeemed. Nobody want the president to do anything they do. But I will govern the country on a local path. I don't care what people say. I think the president doing the right thing by suspending 400 or more presidents. I think there's all big coming for the president. to start on the pure regime and adequate those money we are in United supply and one. Now it is dismissed somebody.
All right, thank you. So you people even appreciating the media. You know what I want to do. You're criticize everything about your like.
Everything we criticize, yeah.
They just criticize media. So why even? Why don't Mr. Cannon back here? We gotta go. We have maybe about
You gotta go, 8 o'clock is in there.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Let's open the line here. We got some. I think we got some calls coming in here. I believe this is Mr. Ezekiel. Hello. Hello.
Huh?
Yeah, are you calling to participate on the show?
Yes, I'm calling to participate in the show.
Oh, you're live. Go ahead quickly. Okay. We lost that caller. So if you are in the diaspora, you want to call in, do you know the numbers? Call us. We have both numbers on the yeah. So you know,
I'm leaving you guys because the news coming at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but you're not 8 o'clock yet. You want to leave now?
No, I mean like 5 minutes.
No, you gotta do it at least 1 minute. 1 minute to 8 o'clock. Person get ready. When you're ready, then you do it. But you can't leave 5 minutes. Hello.
No, I'm saying I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, Abraham.
How you doing, man?
My man, been a minute. What's going on?
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. But it's good to follow you guys again today. You know, sometime when you get out a little bit to see other things out there, that's how you go into Kuma a little bit. But listen, guys, great topics, fascinating, and then to all of the contributors, the panelists, and the journalists on the shore. I mean, you guys, I keep saying you're playing your part, you know. So, but this is something I turn to early on. Why is true? Everybody we are all from different political persuasions. It's important. One common denominator is Liberia. Yes, it might not like the government or it might not like the leadership, but when good things are done, it benefits the country in its entirety. But equally so, when you assure people that you're going to do X, Y, Z, and you're not living up to it, especially the advent of social media nowadays, everything is out there. People are going to talk about it.
Yep.
This is evident by President Bakai's behavior. Remember, I think I turned it early on, when he stated that Liberians like to beg too much. He stated that before. And people brush it off in Liberia. And for you to come around this time, diaspora, simple as I speak to you just today alone, you don't even want to know, as an individual, what have been remitted to Liberia on some other activities.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that you infuse it in the economy. Whether you sell it up for your personal behavior, business, or whatever it is, the fact of the matter, the remittances have been infused in the economy, thereby boosting the economy of the country. As an individual, I'm not talking about everybody else. I did that just today. All right? But for somebody to come and be so dismissive of that, and then to mock the people.
Yeah.
You as an individual, you got your grandchildren here. In this economy, they are right here. Now, in fact, you are heavily supported. Their support comes from Liberia financially because of your position as an individual. For you to come and then mock people like that and dismiss them is appalling. But that one thing it speaks to, Seko, is the question of ingratitude. That's all it speaks to. But let me not take all of the time, man. We're talking about suspending civil servants. That's a charade. If you think that was paramount on your agenda, you should have made it a condition for confirmation hearing.
Yep.
I think that would have helped you. That way, after a year, you go 1 year, and this is second month now. Trying to be suspending people. That's paralysis of our government. In fact, it should come into effect, full effect.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you so much. Monk, my man, take us home, and then we go to our guys.
You know, like I said, I think we'll cover all the bases for today, and it just sad when you hear the president speaking in such a manner. You know, I was looking at remittances the last time I was looking at Mexico, right? When I gave some of the statistics of Mexico when it comes to the remittances, do you know that the strength of the Mexican or currency, the peso, it depends on remittances? Just last year alone, Mexicans sent $64.3 billion back home just in remittances. So the country depends on remittances economically because the local currency strength depends on the money that comes from overseas. And 47% of the 64 billion, you know which state they came from? California and Texas alone. That's how important America is for the rest of the world. And that's why I keep saying we will have to go back all the interview today because Mr. Cummings, he even mentioned so that he said, when you want to try to challenge the US in terms of their interest, because somebody asked me a question about how they call it, the July 26th orator speech, he said you will get crushed. The only thing you can do, you can look for leverage and prioritize your own interests as a country. I say, okay, now he got it. Because the same idea where the legs of keep coming, other people are saying. So for the president to say this, I think it's an insult, it's more than an insult. And I keep telling my diaspora, for that's why when we come here Friday, when they are lacking, I can say, look, we are paying the price double for living overseas. You must take care of yourself here first, and you must take care of the responsibility of most of your families and relatives and classmates. So you are not only being punished once, you are being punished twice. If anything will happen in Liberia, even though we are outside the country, but economically we are carrying the lion's share of the burden, and you have to increase the number of hours you work here. You have to make adjustment to your own living expense just to be able to take care of people back there. Because how many people can boast of having job back home? So to my people, it's just the beginning and the tip of the iceberg. I know the president, we cannot really to get the election, but I keep saying it, 2029 is the last option for Liberia. If we cannot get it right there, I don't know. Then you can get kids say goodbye. Say good. I will stop there. We don't have that much time.
So 30 seconds, Muna, then we'll go to Mabel. Mabel will take us home.
Okay. It's about time we all Liberians learn from our mistakes come 2029 that Liberia can be in a right path. The mistake we made all the years and all the past time, it's about time we all learn from our mistakes so that our country can graduate from this stage to the next stage. Until then, Mr. Main, thanks to all of you, our followers, supporters, all of you for being there. Do join us tomorrow, same time, same station for the program Sktv. Until then, bye-bye. Muna Eslagri.
Wonderful, Muna. Yes, so quick.
They want to take us.
Yeah, so no time to waste already. We're already out of time. So thank you so much, Mr. Connor. And let me say thanks to our viewers, those of you that are always supporting the Sktv. Thanks to our listeners and so forth. Yes, indeed, we are grateful to all of you. But let me say this to all of us as people. This country belongs to all Liberians. No one Liberian owns Liberia more than the other Liberian or other people. So all I'm saying here today is that allow people to freely express, allow people to talk. That the talking we're doing today, that will bring about some of these things. If it were not for the talking that we're doing here today, some of you will not even know what's going on. So every time we come here to talk, we're talking for you. We're talking for better Liberia. Anything that affects this country, affects all of us. So I know there are some of you who are already propagandists. Sometimes you see yourself like, in fact, you are free. You are going to see us as a threat to you, but we are not threat. We are here for Mama Liberia, and we'll always be here to make sure that we educate you, to make sure that you are informed. Thank you so much, Mr. Connor. And let me say thanks to all of our people. Thank you and good night from our end. We join you again. That will be on tomorrow by the grace of the Almighty God, the same station and the same time.
Thank you, Melvin. You're the best, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate all of you guys at the station. So we'll take a few more calls, even though we're not going to be on the radio, just to hear from you guys because we're already leaving. I think Prince was calling, my friend who's been away from us for a minute. Hello, Prince.
Hello, Bakari, how you doing?
Doing great, my man. It's been a minute. How you been?
I've been doing good so far, and thanks for asking. How are you and your family?
We're doing great, my brother. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I only got a few more minutes here. So what's going on?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sekou. I would just want to add an answer for my own concern about the events that you guys are discussing.
Okay.
Two part. One, the statement by Honorable President Barker regarding those are in the diaspora. I think that statement, as most people are saying, is very insensitive. Not only is it insensitive, but it shows the lack of understanding
of the complexity, the dynamics that resulted in Liberians who are currently in the diaspora and going through a lot of process, and the complexity of the immigration process in the United States. I think as a president, a father of the nation, he should do better than just making such an insensitive statement. I think he owed the people in the diaspora an apology. But however, I'm concerned too, because it's not the first time Honorable Barker had made this sort of schism against the people in the diaspora. He made it on the radio station during the campaign at a certain point in time. That being said, the second part I would like to comment on is the concern, legitimate concern about what took place at the Capitol building. They're breaking into the office of the speakership. I'm saying speakership. I'm not saying Speaker Kofa. That was wrong. That was a violent approach to a diplomatic issue or legislative issue, and that was wrong. It doesn't cause well for the fragile peace in Liberia. And I only think the best person who should intervene at this particular junction is, again, President Bouaka, because he also is the father of the nation. He's the chief administrator of the government. I know there's separation in the branches of government, but he needs to intervene before this thing go out of proportion, because such action can result into an equal opposite reaction that we inadvertently put our country at peril and our fragile peace. Thank you very much, Owaseko.
Yeah, Prince, before you go, Mama, it's been a minute. I just have a few questions for you.
Yes, sir.
If you don't mind.
No problem.
Okay. So, I know during the second round, you supported Joseph Mabwaka.
I endorsed Mabwaka.
So, all of you gave us Joseph Mabwaka. Do you regret supporting Mabwaka, giving everything we know right now?
Well, firstly, my support, my endorsement to Honorable Barker was a statement that in politics, you have to choose a side when you are given an option. There is no way to say I'm standing and becoming neutral. Liberia had a dire situation where we were going to reward George Munuia for the corruption that took place during his tenure, or we're going to bring in a new person that will give the benefit of the doubt to be able to do the right thing by the Liberian people. So I chose to endorse Honorable Barker, hoping that he will do the right thing. I have no regret with regard to my endorsement, but I do have regret as to what is happening right now, because it only validates the fact that why I didn't support Honorable Barker from the get-go, but the Unity Party government does not deserve another term, and that they wouldn't have done right by the Liberian people, and they are repeating the same thing. And I can only say that it is time for Liberian people to wake up from that feeling of trying to reward people just because you know them by your tribal affiliation. You try to get the right people in there to help our country. And that's why I'm putting strategizing and working on the all process that will help me to be able to prepare me for 2029 to get involved in the process, because just talking alone will not help. So 2029, I will be getting into the process, running as president of the Republic of Liberia. And stay cool. If you want to be my vice president, call me, let's talk.
Well, good thinking, good ambition, and best of luck to you, bro.
Thank you very much. Thanks for keep doing what you're doing, man. It takes a lot of work and sacrifice, and I keep saying, if anybody caught up for this, you are. Thank you so much, in the Sktv family as well, Milburn, and the young lady that on board, my man Mose. Thank you guys so much for keeping up what you're doing. Okay.
Thank you. Mose following up from YouTube anyway. Thank you so much. Yeah, so folks, before we go, I asked Prince that question. It was not personal. He's a friend and a brother. He's been missing in action. But you know, Liberia is a country that is filled with a lot of, things. People always making news. Sometimes some of them are newsworthy, some of them are not. Well, bottom line is a lot going on in Liberia. For me personally, I can choose to talk about certain things. I can also choose to just forget about certain things, not even to bother about talking about it. But again, it was good being here. I personally appreciate your time, your support to Sktv, as always. I know we had a lot of people here. during the time of the election. We saw their support, both moral and financial. And after the election, some people disengaged out of frustration, out of disappointment, because they didn't get the desirable outcome. But again, that's politics. No matter what happened, no matter what side you support, Liberia is our only and common, denominator. So we will make sure to do everything to bulwark the image of our country, regardless of who's in power. And we'll hold everybody accountable. We care less about your reaction. We care less about what you think about us. And we don't care about what label you put on us. I will reiterate this. Liberia deserves better. And Liberia can only be changed by the Liberians themselves. Our effort to change Liberia starts with our effort for the tenure reduction for our president, for senators, as well as representatives. The fight is on. We have a planned meeting this coming Saturday. We encourage everybody to be a part. Before the meeting, we're going to have a show here. We'll share the Zoom link with the public. Everybody's welcome to be a part of it. And like we say, you have some leadership experience, you have some organizational skill, feel free to join us. We care less about your party, we care less about your tribe, we care less about your county or your religious preference. That's not our business. But again, if you need more information, get to me, get to Sktv, you can get to Steve or Melbourne or Monk or Mr. Yato or Mr. Dishil. All of those people, that if you got their information, whether it's Messenger or it's WhatsApp, get to us. We'll add you, we'll send the link to be added to the WhatsApp group, and then we'll take it from there. But yes, after the meeting this coming Saturday, we're gonna try to put in place some structure. We already have some leadership structure, but we will make it public. And we'll be making some additions in terms of committee heads. Any area that you think you can be useful, you are available to work to support the process, you can make it known to us. We'll definitely make sure you are given certain tasks to perform. It's not about any political party, it's not about any political leader, it's about Liberia, and we are very much inclusive. We care less about nothing. Everything you do, you can do you. You can be presidential candidate or vice presidential candidate. We still need you on board. Because we're not doing it for your party, we're doing it for Liberia. You can be a member of any political party, that's fine, that's your business. But you're not going to come campaign to us. You're not going to come talk about your party. You're going to come to join us and bring ideas that can help us achieve our goal by making sure the tenure reduction happen. The lawmakers adhere to it. The executive, everybody in Liberia adhere to it. And Liberian people are sensitized, they are informed and educated about the process. We can do it together. It's very possible. Very, very possible. And people are very energized. The enthusiasm is enormous. And I believe this will be achieved. I want to say thank you to all of you for following Sktv as always. I may not be on tomorrow, but Sktv will be here. Brazilian Monk, Melbourne, they will be here. I believe Steve will be here tomorrow as well. Maybe I will not be on, maybe I'll be on. It depends on what happened tomorrow. Let me see what tomorrow brings, but I will try to be on. I want to say thank you to all of you for supporting Sktv, for being here, for staying with us for at least 2 hours and minutes. We need ask for more when it comes to support and consistency from our followers and supporters, well wishers. Be blessed and we have a good day. We love you all.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and part of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the effort are rest. The project is giving us here the payment from them. So welcome and life with African.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Play Paris who make you again Sktv venue. Say my chini, tina ke ase manja mo. Engi sano muni, emu aye yo. Engi lofa mo, emu aye yo.
Sktv, the past in Liberia.